And a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And another week is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Purdy setting up that play action. Cut by Jennings. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. Into the hands of Kittle. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First down throw by Purdy. The screen pass falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Play action now with Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. McCaffrey will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Slow ball, slow ball. There we go,
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hey, it's a clip. Hey, alert, alert.
2nd and 3. His first throw is an interception. Tarvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Kittle brings it in. Racing down the left side. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to push that envelope and get aggressive.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Here we go, hey.
Running with Walker again. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
13 next. There we go. 53. Snowball.
Smith to the air now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Snowball.
This is Walker on second. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Strike. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
There we go, Sonoma.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Lion. Daytona. Hey, go flip her up. There we go, Sonoma.
First down from the red zone. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Seahawks lower the deficit to a single possession. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. It's a 14-7 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That throw finds Kittle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. It's a design boot. That finds Ayuk, complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. This throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. The back's got it. And this one does not go far.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not...
And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers take a 13. Now Bullock for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running left, here's Walker. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. Working quickly here. Staying with Walker. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks with the football. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Smith. Walker hauls it in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Hey, here we go, hey. Here we go, sit down.
From the gun, Smith. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one.
And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Team.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
He's back to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Walker now from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
A give up the gut to Walker. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's brought down after a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Smith on 4th down. Getting out to his left. Avoids it. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, well, they took advantage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Out of the gun. Here's Smith. He finds Johnson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hey, here we go.
Walker on 1st down. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Walker running to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
Handoff running left. Walker. He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return.
Deebo Samuel on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Brought in by Ayuk. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They stick with McCaffrey. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
Let's go now. Go.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Going run again with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
There we go, throw it.
They go with Walker here. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready. There we go, throw it.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Running with Walker again. Spins out of one stop. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd
Someone shot.
and 1.
Someone shot.
Now an inside give to Walker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
On the carry, it's Walker. Room to run inside the 20. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Like Jack's left, Jack's left. There we go, throw it.
Here's Smith. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Seattle! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ready,
The
ready.
Seahawks will line up for the two-point
Tuesday, Tuesday.
conversion.
He's throwing for it! And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Got, ready,
First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Purdy throwing here on first. That one's complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. 49ers up by 6. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Into the hands of Kittle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Setting up to pass. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Offense staying on the field. This is 4th down. Looking to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks find a way to tie it late. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6.
Brandon Ayuk on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
And this Well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Running left, here's Walker. Down to the 10. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Kittle brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And there was